Hey, what's up guys, Radku here back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today is going to be MathMech. Now despite what many people might say, I consider Mystic Fighters to be a successful set. Now, Mystic Fighters came out with 3 different decks. It came out with MathMechs, it came out with Generators, and it came out with the Dragon Maid archetype. Now, I personally consider this set to be a success because this set brought us 3 competitively viable decks. People highly underestimate all of the decks in this set. Generators actually saw rogue experimentation, and Generators is a fairly good range 9 spam deck, but like, Generators wasn't really the highlight of it. The highlight was the Dragon Maid archetype, which is now actually starting to see competitive play. People are just holding off on buying it until they can get it at a bit cheaper price, or at least until they can get reprints, because the deck isn't the best deck, but they want to be able to get it at a good price. But then there's MathMech. MathMech was the final set of cards to come out of Mystic Fighters, and this deck is so good. It is amazing going second OTK style. You can set up some of the best boss monsters in the game and even set up access codes like it's no one's business. So without further ado, let's jump right into the deck. Starting things off, I play 3 copies of MathMech Sigma. This card's just a free special summon if you control the monsters in the extra monster zone, which half the time you don't even need to summon in the extra monster zone unless you go into access code. You can special summon this card to banish it when it leaves the field. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except for Cybers, which is nice because access code is Cybers type. So this card's really solid. It's a great starter and an even better extender. If you can get a monster on the field, you can freely use addition and subtraction, and these cards are really good for link climbing. So MathMech Sigma, very solid card. Definitely a 3 of. I play 3 copies of MathMech Edition. You can target one face-up monster on the field. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Cybers. Also special summon this card from your hand. But you cannot attack this turn, which is fine. And if you do, the targeted monster gains 1,000 attack. So that is an issue. Like, you can target your own monsters, but it cannot attack, which doesn't really matter. So you could end up getting a 2,000 attack Sigma on the field for the rest of the turn, but that's useless because you're just gonna link it off and to go into an access code, which is way better. So this card's really solid. Great extender, plus gives your monsters attack. I play 3 copies of MathMech Subtraction, very similar, except you can just target a card on the field and it gains 1,000, or it loses 1,000, which is really solid. These cards counteract each other very well, so you could just target one, make it gain with addition, and make it lose with subtraction. So that way you just get 3 free monsters on the field without having to do much. Then I play 3 copies of MathMech Nabla. You contribute 1 Cybers monster, special summon this card from your hand, or special summon 1 monster MathMech from your deck. So this is actually pretty good. But then, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a Cybers monster you control in the extra monster zone. It can make 2 attacks. So this card actually turns access code into the update jammer combo. So this card is super good. This card's actually a starter card. You normal summon this, then you use addition, use those 2 to go into a Splash Mage, then you summon back either of them, then you use them both to go into Code Talker Inverted, or then you can use there's a combo play, I can't remember right now. I play 3 copies of MathMech Diameter. This card's normal summon, target 1 at level 4, lower Cybers in the graveyard. Level 4 Cybers in the graveyard. Special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects. A MathMech monster that has Synchro or Xyz summoned using this card gains the effect. Once per turn, during the turn this card was special summoned, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, to negate the effect. So this card is actually really good for counteracting hand traps. You have cards like MathMech Magma that can that are a lot easier to go into than Final Sigma. So if you go into Magma with Diameter, you'll basically you just get some free negation, and that's pretty good. So then I play 3 copies of Lady Debug. Now's where we get into some more generic cyber support. These are like really, Cyberse has a lot of really good generic support. 3 copies of Debug searches your basically like half your deck. Okay, I'm joking. It only searches your microcoder, but like this card's actually really good for link starting, and it's just a pretty good card in general. Then I play 3 copies of Balancer Lord. This card just gives you another normal summon, and it's actually really good for unbricking your hand. If you come across a hand where you have like 2 Imperm, 1 Equation, and then a Balancer Lord and a microcoder, you're not going to really have much in terms of combo plays, but then you can actually go full combo if you have that hand because of Balancer Lord. Then I play 3 copies of microcoder. This card's really good because it can add a Cynet card after it's destroyed. Now, I only play 1 Cynet in Cynet Mining. Like, sure, you could play cards like Cynet Backdoor to search off of it, but I didn't really want to because it's just better to set up follow-up plays than it is to just do random stuff. Plus, this card can be used as link material from the hand, so that's really good. Then I play 3 copies of Parallel Exceed. This card's just amazing for link climbing, especially in Cyberse decks. Just because you're not locked out at all, and this card's just really, really solid. I play 1 copy of Monster Reborn because, again, this is a combo deck, so you're gonna have a lot of cards on the graveyard. I play 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More. This card's a great going second card, and it's a good going second deck, so just being able to stop all your opponent's negation cards, because literally this kills the Drytron field, because you negate their Vanity's Ruler, so now you can special summon freely, and you negate their Herald of whatever they have on the field, so that way you just get to stop them from negating your cards. So that, like, sure, they might have a Herald of Orange Light, but that's literally 1 negation. They might be able to have another Eva in the hand, which would be super annoying. Then they have like 4 negations, but like still, you have the ability to stop their Herald, so, and their Vanity's Ruler, so you'll have a better chance than if you just sat there doing nothing. I play 3 copies of Cynet Mining. This card's great for searching cards like your Lady Debug, literally all your MathMech cards, or like just generically searching like your Balancer Lord if you need another normal summon. So yeah, 3 copies of it is mandatory. I play 2 copies of MathMech Equation. This card's just a free special summon, like from the grave. Especially, again, like I said, you play 3 copies or 2 copies of this and 1 copy of Monster Reborn, just so that you have the option to do it more than once. Plus, this just gets another card on the field to use for link plays. I play 3 copies of Imperm because it's a generic card and really, really good. And then I play 1 copy of MathMech Superfactorial. So this card is amazing. So you have cards in the deck like the Prime MathMech and I think Final Sigma that can actually search your MathMech cards. So you can search Superfactorial. It's pretty easy to search it in the deck. So you can target up to 3 MathMechs in your graveyard, then activate one of these effects, special summon them, but their effects are negated. Then immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 MathMech. So this instantly replaces your GeoMathMech Final Sigma as soon as it dies. Then, or you can use them to go into an Xyz summon into like your Prime MathMech Alum Bertian. So this card, you can, if you have detached to, you can search get any MathMech card. So that's actually really good because you can search superfactorial instantly. Then you can add generically a level 4 lower card from your deck to your hand. That's amazing. Or you could literally add any speller trap from your deck to your hand. Now that's huge. This card's busted. But the fact that you can use superfactorial to search literally any of your monsters is just so good, while still getting another monster on the field from resources you've used already. And the only downside is instead of sending them to the graveyard, you shuffle them into the deck. So it's a downside, but it's still really, really good. Then with the Xyz cards, you don't have any downside. You just special summon a free Xyz monster. It's amazing. I play 1 copy of Abyss Dweller because generic. I play 3 copies of Access Code. Now this might seem crazy. Who plays 3 copies of Access Code? And I'll tell you who. Me. This deck, I've pumped out 2 Access Codes in 1 turn, and I still had a follow-up play. This guy was playing Salamangreat, so like literally he destroyed my first Access Code, which was fine. Then he destroyed my second dang Access Code, which I thought I was dead from there, but he didn't OTK me that turn, and I managed to get back up, and I OTK'd him with the last Access Code. It was amazing. But like seriously, it's amazing how well this works. And this deck can go into Access Code so easily. Like this is literally Access Code Turbo. I play 1 copy of Splash Mage because it's actually a combo piece. 1 copy of Code Talker Inverted because you get another special summon for literally your entire deck. I play 1 copy of Transcode. If you can do the Transcode OTK, that's kind of cool. You can use Update Jammer and Transcode to go into an Access Code as well. Although that's not going to be your normal combo. If you have that combo in your hand, you're basically set. I play 1 copy of X-Code Talker, just removing one of your opponent's monster zones. It's really, really good. And then I play 1 copy of Hocklefibrax, because if you can actually get like a MathMech Nebula on the field, or even a MathMech Sigma, it's really, really good, because you can use Nebula, like if you can get another monster on the field after using Hocklefibrax, then you can use all of them to go into an Access Code with 4,300 and 2 attacks, which is really, really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you thought, and let me know if there's anything you would change about the deck. Would you change up the MathMech lineup at all? Like, I maxed out on almost all of the MathMechs, except for the division and multiplication, because those things suck. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Peace, guys.
all day. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.